Hey guys, what's up? It's Patrick here, and today I'm giving you guys a complete breakdown of my trip to Los Angeles where I got to check out E3 as well as meet up with the other YouTubers. So if you didn't know, I left on Monday to Los Angeles. Pretty much what E3 is, it's one of the biggest gaming conventions in the world. It's supposed to be industry only, so you're not able to really buy tickets unless you work somehow in the gaming industry. So since I'm a YouTuber and I have, I guess, a significant amount of subscribers, I was allowed to go, which was pretty cool. So myself, Noteworthy Games, Godson, we were all invited to go out there. And yeah, Monday I left at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. It was a 5-hour flight, which I guess isn't that bad. It's better than going international, but I was still really tired when we landed anyways. And I think since the time zone changed, I got there at 4:30. So I sort of just I hung out the very first night. I got a burrito at Chipotle or something. And when I was walking back, I recognized one of my buddies who worked at Twitch. And I just said, what's up? And I was asking what he was doing that night. He said, actually, the Twitch people were meeting up at, I think, some hotel and that I should drop by. So, of course, I met up with Landon from Noteworthy Games. I said hi to him, and we headed over there. So it was really cool hanging out with the guys from Twitch. They really want us to start live streaming, at least myself, because I know Landon has live streamed a couple times, but they really want us to start doing it a lot more. And obviously, it's something I've talked about a long time with you guys, and I finally got my monitor, so I should be doing a lot of test streams very soon. But anyways, it was really cool hanging out with the guys from Twitch. They invited us to their party the next night. But yeah, pretty much after meeting those guys, we went to bed early because we wanted to wake up early for the event. So E3, it started on Tuesday. They had the press conferences on Monday, but I flew out on Monday, so I really didn't get to attend those. But on Tuesday through Thursday, that's when you actually are able to play the games and do some of the events. So right when you walk into the convention center, it's crazy. They have, I think the first thing you see, it's this 100, maybe 200-inch E3 TV that's playing all these crazy demos for FIFA 15, NHL 15, Madden 15, Dragon Age, all of those games. So right when you walk in, I was just blown away because compared to PAX is another gaming event that I went to in Boston. PAX was consumers only, or it was consumers were allowed. So pretty much anyone could buy a ticket. But again, for E3, you actually have to be part of the industry. So the companies really stepped it up because they wanted to impress the people like the presidents of Sony, the president of Microsoft, stuff like that, or I guess Microsoft Gaming. You're not going to see Bill Gates there, but they really went all out, and all of the displays were absolutely insane. So pretty much on the first day, I hung out with Godson and Landon. We pretty much just walked around. We saw a lot of the games. There's a lot of lines if you try to play some of the really exclusive games like Dragon Age. In order to not even play the game, just to watch the trailer, you have to sit in a 3-hour line. And I'm pretty much the most impatient guy, so I was not going to wait in that line. I know that Landon did. But we pretty much just walked around and sort of scoped out what we could. There were a lot of displays. There were a lot of things that the lines weren't too bad with. Like Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. We were all saying, myself, Godson, and Landon, that was probably the most fun game that we played there, at least until the final day. I'll tell you guys about what I played on the final day, but Super Smash Bros. Was crazy. It was so much fun. The lines were really short because they had 20 things set up, so 80 people could play at a time, 4 people per console. So a lot of people were playing that over and over, and the funny thing is, if you got first place playing Super Smash, out of the 4 people, you'd win a t-shirt, and we played so many times. I think we got 10 or 15 Super Smash t-shirts, especially Landon. I think he played a lot, so he has a lot of t-shirts. He's probably going to give them away. But Super Smash was definitely one of the most fun things we did at the event. So after the first day, again, we sort of just walked around, played a little Super Smash, checked out some of the press conferences and stuff. We headed back, and like I said the night before, we were invited to go to this Twitch party, and it was pretty cool to go there. And actually, one more thing about the first day, when I was there, if you guys know the Syndicate Project, aka Tom, he was there, and he started playing Clash of Clans, and I tweeted with him a little bit. So I actually saw him on the very first day, and I went up to him, and I said, hey, heard you started playing Clash of Clans, blah, blah, blah. My name's Chief Pat. I run this channel. And he's like, oh, yeah, I saw you tweeted at me. I saw a couple of your videos. So he took a picture. He posted it on his Facebook and Twitter. It was cool to meet with him. So maybe we'll be able to do some Clash thing sometime in the future. But I'm sure a lot of you guys know about him. He was really nice to meet. But yeah, we went to the Twitch party. Tom was there. There were a lot of the other big YouTubers, a lot of guys in the industry. It was a really cool event by Twitch, except I went a little bit too crazy and I lost my phone for the second time in a week. If you guys remember last week, I went to Las Vegas, I lost my phone, or I dropped it in the water and it broke. at that Twitch party, I left it somewhere and it's gone. So I wasn't able to record, or all the pictures I had taken on the very first day, which I took a ton of pictures, those were all lost. For some reason, I had to find my iPhone turned off, so I wasn't able to find it. So once again, I was phoneless on the West Coast, and I was pretty much devastated. It was so annoying to not be able to contact anyone. I think I had gotten a lot of contact details from a lot of the other YouTubers, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get those. I'm just a giant idiot. If you guys have an iPhone, make sure you have Find My iPhone turned on right now so you don't end up like me. But anyways, I had to get a new phone, which I just got a couple hours ago. So big shout out to Brian from the AT&T office. But yeah, that was a little bit devastating. Overall, the Twitch party was really cool though. It was a lot of fun hanging out there. And after that, we went on to day 2. So day 2, which was Wednesday of the event, I spent half of the day going crazy trying to find my phone, trying to geolocate it using AT&T services, but it was pretty much impossible since I didn't have Find My iPhone turned on. So I didn't really get to do a whole lot. Pretty much Landon and I just hung out. We played some League of Legends, which was fun, in his hotel room. He got upgraded to this sweet hotel room. My hotel was nothing compared to his. But yeah, we played a little bit of League. We sort of just chilled out. We wanted to make Clash videos, but again, since I didn't have my phone, we couldn't do anything. But the second day was really more of a chill day. We hung out at E3 for a little bit, but mostly, again, just playing Super Smash and hanging out. So day 3, we woke up real early, got to E3. So again, Godson, Landon, and I were hanging out, and I actually had talked to the president of Sony Entertainment, who is Shuhei Yoshida, and he actually followed me like a year ago, and I tweeted at him, and I said, hey, it was right when the PS4 was coming out. I said, hey, funny to see you're following me. Definitely make sure my PS4 comes in time, smiley face. And he said, hey, Chief Bat, I'm a big fan of your videos. Keep it up. So that was really cool to talk to the president of Sony and for him to say he liked my videos. So actually the first day of E3, I sent him a tweet. And I said, hey, are you at E3? And he said, yeah, I'm here. Are you here? And I said, yeah, if you want to meet up sometime, if you're free. And keep in mind, this is the president of like one of the biggest companies in the world. I was like, if you're free sometime, I'd love to hang out and maybe like talk Clash or something like that. And he said, definitely meet with me on Thursday and we'll get some food. So on Thursday, again, the final day of the event, I met up with the president of Sony. We hung out for like an hour. So we got like this barbecue dinner. It was really funny. It was like the worst barbecue I've ever had, but we just hung out. We talked Clash. He showed me his base. He's like a Town Hall 8. He has all level 7 walls. It was just so cool to talk to him and sort of pick his brain about what's going on with Sony, what's going on with their new game releases. We talked about like Ratchet and Clank, the new Uncharted game that's coming out. It was just mind-blowing that I was with someone in that position of power and that he actually watched and enjoyed a lot of my videos. So really one of the coolest things that I've ever done. And right after we ate, Sony's working on this big project called Project Morpheus. And it had like the 3 or 4 hour line, but he's like, oh man, I'll let you skip the line. Let's go ahead and get in and try it out. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I must be dreaming. So he took me to the like demo area. He let me skip the line. I got to try out Project Morpheus. And when I said Super Smash was the coolest, Project Morpheus was 10 times better. This was the craziest thing I've ever done. So if you guys know the Oculus Rift, it's like virtual technology. It's like the VR or virtual reality where you can pretty much see, move your head around, interact with the game. So I was playing this game called Valkyrie using like the PlayStation version of the Oculus called Project Morpheus, which doesn't really have a release date. It's sort of just, again, a project right now. If that thing was for sale, I would have bought it the second I stopped using that demo. It was so cool. So the game I played called the Valkyrie, it's you're like in this aircraft and it's like a space futuristic fighting game using the virtual technology. So like I'm looking around using the headset and you can look all around your ship. You see the inside of your ship. You have windows all around. I mean, it's really hard to explain in a video because you can't obviously use the goggles when you're sitting at home, but it was one of the coolest things. And it made me really think that virtual reality is going to be coming sooner than we think it is. I feel like it's going to be here within like the next 5 years. Someone's going to really have perfected it. And it's not just going to be a gimmick. So that was really the coolest thing I saw at E3. So thanks again to Mr. Yoshida. It was such a fun time hanging out with him. And pretty much after that, I met back up with Landon and Godson. We hung out, played a couple more games, and that sort of wrapped it up for the trip. So now I'm back home. I flew back yesterday from 1 to 9 p.m. since I did have the time zone switch again. I just got a new phone a couple hours ago. I'm really glad that's out of the way. And now that I have that, I can start re-recording videos. And I need to stop being lazy, and I need to start posting them at least every other day, but I'm hoping to do like everyday videos. So yeah, that was my trip to E3. Hope you guys enjoyed that long ramble and all the pictures and the videos. That's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, I'm really sorry. I haven't posted a lot of Clash videos, and I feel like a bum for doing it. So I'm going to keep posting videos, especially now that school's out, everyone's home. I have plenty of free time. I'm not traveling anymore. I'm not losing any more iPhones, so you should be seeing a lot of new content coming very soon. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I will see you guys later, and thanks for watching. Peace out.